Okay, so I did get quite a bit of live recording of this trade, but I think it's probably just too overwhelming, and if there's anyone who's just dying to really see some of this action happening live, I can always upload it later. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go over this trade a little more broad strokes, try and make it like a 15-20 minute video instead of uploading 5 20-minute videos. So we're looking at the 30-minute chart of Ethereum, and let's just stay looking at the 30-minute chart because this ended up being a 2.5 day hold. So, we entered in about 1729. $17.28 and $17.26 twice. So we had 3 different entries in this area. Pretty much immediate downward action, but the important part of support we ended up holding, at least for now, was down here, so this wasn't too worrisome. It was staying above that. Then we had a decent plunge all the way up to 1825, and then what comes up came right back down. This is the first time we dipped back down into our buy range and even below it, which is really scary. Never like dipping below our buy range. And this is where stuff got where I was really keeping my eyes on the computer. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Let's give a little more information here. Now this is what really scared me, and I actually go over this in one of the live videos. I had set up a stop my losses range, and this went through it and spent a little bit time in it, which I hated, but I was stubborn and held on, and it ended up paying off. You can see right before we retested this 1825, 1827 area and broke it, got almost to 1840. And now this is when I got probably a little too optimistic, when we got this bounce and retested a low and held it above here, well above here. I was really wanting 1870s, 1880s. And each time we tried to shoot past, this is what really had me worried and why I ended up selling. And I actually put those in the wrong area. It was more over here, because I remember how many times we tested 1860s, even got a little above it, but could never get past 1870 over here. It's a 15-minute chart. Each time we were getting up in here, we were getting pretty big resistance. And that's why I ended up selling pretty much the next time we got around the 1860 range. I did miss out on, I saw that the high ended up being 75. But I would have had to really be on it to have gotten that, because ever since we've been going down and sideways. Now I was really, all through here I was really looking at the minute. So let's get a little bit better feel. What I was seeing. So, the first time we tested it, big drop. I was not happy about that, but we held. I wanted to sell higher, and I still feel like in the minute these are a little too far to the left. I remember some of this, but just couldn't break this line 1870 until after, just about right after I sold, and then we dipped into 4, 1, 2, 3, a total of, I guess you could argue 5, 6 minutes. Over here we spent in that range, and then over here 7, 8 minutes in the range that I really wanted to sell in. But important part is overall, oh no, okay, this chart is freaking out. Important part is we didn't let this scare us. I came very close. You actually, if I ever upload the live video, I shoot over and actually get ready to sell and just cut my losses. I was pretty tired of this trade by the time we were up here. I was pretty tired of how much we kept pulling down. In my opinion, wasting time. That's, well, the area. Wasting time. Okay. Like, come on. I was so mad at the bears pulling the price down, because then we just have to waste time trading sideways until we go up again. But we didn't sell. We held on. Didn't quite get the high we wanted that I was waiting for. I got impatient and sold below it. I can't talk today. But that actually ended up being about 7% profit. So 1726 was our buy range average, I'm going to say. And then 1857 was the highest we sold. $1857. We'll have that actually be red for sell. And then got in over here in the 26 range. We'll have that. Okay, and that's where we bought. And now let's see. Yeah, just over 7%, just under 8, over 7. We were shooting, the goal I had set in those live videos was 5 and 10, so I guess right in the middle. that ended up being about a $200 trade, giving us, more stuff, more money to invest with, a little more leverage to buy with. Actually, right now we're in a Bitcoin LOM. We're just trading sideways. It's been a little boring. So that was about 30 minutes ago. Don't really have to keep a close eye on this one right now. Got alarm set if prices fluctuate too much, but it's not something I need to stare at. Let's see, what's the longest I have? Okay. Sure, let's... 30-minute. I like to be a little orderly. 30-minute, 15-minute, 1-minute chart. Get back and forth all I want. So, yep, I guess it's always good to have a set range for your cutting the losses, but if you are very live when it's happening, you have a feel that, even though I came so close to cutting my losses, I just had a feel for what was going on in here, that I would be making a mistake and I should hold on for a little bit of profit, and we ended up getting a little bit of profit. We actually broke the $1,000 range we were shooting for. So now it's on to the next goal. And yep, that was a 7% profit trade. We haven't had a really good trade yet. I'm really watching the 4 hour, waiting for really good. Man, I hate that. I wish I could figure out how to, the Bitcoin is so popular and it just gives out so much information. It almost ruins the chart, in my opinion, having all these, like, I don't need all this. I didn't ask for it. But the 4 hour, the day, those are where really big moves, really big trades, really big profits are gonna be happening. So we'll keep a close eye on that, and probably call it on this one.